This is a video of the Archaeological Museum of Palermo, two of the opera houses, and the Count's Palazzo. This is a small museum in relationship to many of the other ones in Europe, but it's really a great one. This museum possesses one of the richest collections of Punic and ancient Greek art in Italy, as well as many other items that are related to the history of Sicily itself. It's really boring to have someone monologue all of these things, so it's just best to show them, and you either like them or not. It has a second floor, but at the time we were there, it was closed for renovations. This is the Palazzo Conte Frederico, and in the middle of this neighborhood is the home or palace of a descendant of the Hohenstaufens. He used to drive race cars. The lives of the rich and famous, huh? The house is loaded with all kinds of interesting items and artifacts that show the past wealth of this family prior to the unification of Italy. A lot of antiques, religious frescoes, suits of armor, and it's just artwork from floor to ceiling of this noble family. Notice the eye on the ceiling. I'm not sure if that's some Masonic thing, and I wasn't about to ask. The family actually still lives here. The timbers in the walls is a Muslim anti-earthquake construction technique. The Teatro Politeama, if I'm saying this right, opera house, is the second most important theater in the city after the Teatro Massimo. In 1865, an internal competition for the construction of a multi-purpose theater. By multi-purpose, they mean multi-venue, and more than just the rich and famous can come and see things here. The inside of this opera house is absolutely amazing. As I walked in here and walked around these chairs and looked at all of the artwork and just the stage and the colors, for me, being a musician, it was as much a religious experience as any religious building that I had been in. And the thoughts of all the different composers, all of the different performers who had been on this stage, for me, was almost overpowering. They were actually getting ready for another performance. You get to walk through almost all of this theater, and you get to go up onto the balcony section up on the roof, and you get to be able to walk right outside. You get close up to the sculpture, and you get some really great views of the neighborhood around. The Teatro Massimo Opera House is the big main opera house in Palermo. They wanted to build this one. They had an international competition, and in 1864 the municipality of Palermo had started the construction of this opera house. If I thought the other opera house was big and opulent and with a huge stage, this one was even bigger, even more opulent and better. It's not only one of the biggest in Italy, it's one of the largest in all of Europe. The construction started January of 1874, was halted for 8 years from 82 to 90, but then it was completed in 1897. This is where all the royals and the nobles sat, but nowadays even us commoners can go up there. Would the people in the cheaper seats clap your hands, and the rest of you if you'll just rattle your jewelry. If you stand in the center, only you can hear yourself and you echo. A lot of the Godfather scenes were shot around the Palermo area of Sicily, and you can hire these tours to go out and see everything. But the final assassination scene in Godfather Part 3 was actually shot on the steps of this opera house.